gonna start off with what's coming out for the next set, which is set five. There's just a few leaks that I just wanted to talk about, but it's good to know what's coming out and plan for it. So like that, we know if we want to change leaders, test them out, because once they start putting these leaks out, you can start playing on the um on tap app with the new cards, and you can start testing them out, right? So let's first and foremost, this is the Newt Set 5 date, which is February 14th of 2025. It's called New Adventure. As you can see, it's Daima Super Saiyan Goku. So I guess he's gonna be the leader. I guess the secret rare is gonna be Daima as well. So it's gonna be Daima based, promoting the anime, which is definitely going good so far. It picked up its pace from the first few episodes. Um, the good thing about it, it's a Friday. Bad thing is, it's Valentine's Day. So you guys that have the Valentine's, you guys have to choose if you're gonna go to spend money on getting this, get a case, or we could do both because you're making that money. Start saving that money now because these cases is not cheap. But the set will be coming out on February 14th, so hopefully, you guys have time to get on it and you know test out the new cards and see if try to transition into the set five leaders or just stick to the set that we have now. So like right now, I'm playing Bardock, set three leader, one of the set three leaders, and I still got faith in Bardock. He's kind of a little bit struggling right now with set four because Baby and SS4 Goku did get a lot of support for their decks, so it kind of weakens the odds that out of all three of them, Bardock is the weakest one, just because he didn't get the support that he needed. But he is a 25k swing, which is good because now people started to use Zamasu or Zamasu, however you want to pronounce it, and he's a 25k leader, so you're gonna have to overcome that swing. Also the Jiren is out there as well. People's not using Brawly. You'll probably find Brawlys here and there on the client, but when you go to your locals, if you play your locals, you're not gonna find people playing with that. A lot of people's gonna be playing with the starter, um the Diamond Goku starter deck, but excuse me, the Bardock, the Baby, because Baby is cheaper to get and to build. Um yeah, so this is coming out February 14th. It's called New Adventures. Definitely intrigued. So they did leak one of the new leaders, and it is Daima Goku. So it's Son Goku meaning DA. Hold on, let me try to. Okay, I think that's fine. So this is one of the leaders that we're gonna get for set five, which is red. So it's Son Goku meaning DA. DA stands for Daima. Standard 15k swing leader. Draws when he swings. Um, awakens at 4. His his awakened side is a little bit interesting, which I like because a lot of the leaders now have these some sort of leader effects that really are interesting, and a lot of people do lose hope on the what you call it on the leader effect. But then when the support comes out, they be like, okay, I can see how this deck could be kind of strong. So like perfect example when Deadpool came out, which a lot of people call it Halo Cool. Um, Satan City, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. A lot of people lost faith in that deck, but it took another set for it to come out, and is one of the strongest blue leaders out there, and is right now the only aggressive blue leader that we have. And when I tell you it's aggressive, it's definitely aggressive with all the to one drops that it's had. So because special summon from the top of your deck, depending what card it is, swing at least 2 to 3 times a turn. Like there's a lot going on with that blue deck. So I see a lot of people using that deck. So for the leader, um, Activate on main once per turn. Choose up to one battle card with DA in its card name in your battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. Okay, we don't have that many diamond cards for red, but it looks like we're gonna get a lot of diamond cards. Like I said, this set is definitely gonna be supporting the diamond series, so we're gonna see a lot of the diamond. I won't be surprised we get a lot of diamond leaders, honestly, because for them to just try to support it, that would be the best way to support it the most is to get diamond leaders for this set, and for people to understand, this is our fifth set and is out and it's Fusion World's 1 year anniversary from being out for the client being out. And they I know they're gonna come out with a bang with this set. This set is definitely gonna be the biggest set to um grasp on. So this is why they're trying to strive into people um grasping a lot of people to join the Fusion World Discord and the family community because it's it's a milestone 1 year and it's still going strong. At one point it did fall off a little bit because they kind of had to do a ban list, which crazy because out of 4 sets they only did one ban list, so that means that you know Dragon Ball is definitely doing good with the whole concept of controlling what they um send out into the world for people to play than to start banning because Masters was a problem with that. They was banning a lot of cards, a lot of cards was broken and stuff like that. So Fusion World is definitely on a right path of controlling what's being put out there and to make sure that new leaders, old leaders are still in the mix of being competitive. So definitely this is one of the leaders that we're gonna get. So it's good. Like we just gonna have to see what other diamond cards that's gonna come out, but to get 1,000 power for the turn, I mean 10,000 power for the turn, you could turn a 35k swinger. Maybe we get a 35k swing diamond, um, to a double strike. We don't know. We don't know what we're gonna get, but to give it 10,000 bonus is definitely good, and it's once per turn, so it doesn't say activate only on your turn, so that's definitely good. Next up will be Pansy from Daima, which one of the supports that I was just talking about is a one drop 15k swing, 5k combo on permanent your turn. If your leader is awakened, this card in battle gets 5,000 power. Okay, so on your turn, she is getting if your leader is awakened, it's at 20k. But with the leader effect, it will go from a one cost 1,500, right, to a one cost 30k swing. Imagine having 4 of these late games and you just summon all four. That's four 30k swings off of one drops. One drops. That's crazy. This is definitely gonna be one of the good cards that people's gonna have. Four of, not sure, but maybe it depends on the support that we get for the Diamond Red. But you could probably gonna have to build a pure Diamond Red deck and see how it goes from there. Um, because you could definitely do it. If Android 17 did it, then you probably could do it. What else? The Saiyan City deck, the mostly Saiyan City cards, could probably do it. The new Vegeta leader that we have for green, only Saiyans could do it, then this could probably do it as well. So it's definitely a good card to get. Next one, another one, Glorio, Gloria DA, 4 drop, 25k swing, 0 combos. On play, if your leader is awakened, your opponent's leader gets minus 5,000 power for the turn. This is where red gets crazy because now you're not affecting just your opponent's battle cards, you're affecting your opponent's leader. So if your leader is a 20k power on awaken, he goes down to 15 for the turn. So you could just go power swing after power swing, and your opponent is at 15. Not even a super combo will combo out most of the swings that you're gonna throw at them. So that's definitely good as well. Also, when attacking once per turn, if your leader has D8 in its card name, switch this card to active mode. So that means once per turn, if your leader has D8, that means this card could swing twice in one turn. That is crazy. So you get two 25k swings, and your opponent's leader is at 15. And regularly, most of the leaders are 20,000. But the Jiren, the Brawly, and the Zamasus, or Zamasu, however you want to say it, they're technically at 25, so they'll be at regular 20. So now they're just standard. So now you don't have to boost up. Now they definitely just standard um leaders that you could just swing at 25k swing. So it's definitely good to see that happening now. So I won't be surprised to see more support when it comes to, you know, um, the awakened side of the leader. So it looks like the two cards that we just finished reading, that both Daimon cards, are when the leader is awakened. So I guess you're gonna have to have a lot of self awakeners to make your leader awaken as soon as possible. So like that, you can start using the effect of these cards. Because for this card right here, 4 drop, instead of spending 8, maybe 7 energies, you only using 4 to swing for 25 twice. That's not bad. Next up, you have another diamond card, Hibis. DA, 2 cost, 10k attack, 10k combo. First 10k combo that we've seen so far. On play, choose one of your battle. Choose one battle card with 15,000 power or less in your opponent's battle card and KO it. Um, I don't feel like this card is gonna be used because 15,000, unless you got, how can I say this? Maybe this will be good. Um, let's just say if you got the 3 drop Gohan swinging minus 15 on a 30k swinger, summon this. That means you KO it, and then at the same time use your leader effect to give this card 10,000 power. So now you got a 2 cost 10,000 swing. So it's not that bad. So I can see how you can function with this card. I don't see this card being a 4 or 4 of, but like I said, you could try it out when these now since these cards are leaked out. Hopefully, we get enough cards leaked to build like decks to see how these cards actually function in battle. Because one thing, reading it, seeing how the effect works sounds great, but you have to see in battle how the cards even work. So definitely see 3 diamond cards, and they look definitely strong, definitely strong. So another red Goku card. I mean, another red leader, red Goku leader. So definitely gonna see some big impacts when it comes to the set 5. Next up is the Lord Jaguar for yellow. 1 cost, 5k attack, 10k combo. Activate on main. Switch this card in the battle area. Switch this card in the battle area to rest mode. Add up to one non-Lord Jaguar card with a cost of 3 or less at Jaguar's Island and its special traits from your drop to your hand. So that means for yellow, we already see it hands down. It's gonna be a Jaguar Island based leader. And if you guys don't remember who this guy is, because that means we already know who's gonna be our yellow leader. Because no way we could just let that go above our heads. Lord Jaguar is the one that created Bio Brawly. So that means Fort Set 5, Yellow Leader will be Bio Brawly. If you want to Google it, you can definitely Google it. But definitely going to be built on the Jaguar's Island. Jaguar's Island, that means they're going to have a field card for it, most likely. Because now, since Set 4, most decks are using field cards. So I guess um, this this new archetype for yellow is gonna have the Jaguar Islands field card. Um, And I won't be surprised if be the leader Bio Brawley because I don't remember anybody else. Because he does look, I see the resemblance with him being, he looks like the guy from um, Dragon Ball. I forgot what's the superhero, the movie, but it's definitely not the same guy because the other one is a colonel. This guy is definitely not a colonel. But yeah, he was the creator of Bio Brawley, so definitely gonna see Bio Brawley as the leader. If they come out with something different, that kind of throws me off. But if you definitely Google it, Lord Jaguar is the one that created Bio Brawley. Next up, Hercule. For blue, one drop, 5k attack, 5k combo on play. Place the top two cards of your deck into your owner's drop. Then, if you have 10 or more cards in your drop, draw a card. So, I guess this is definitely going to be support for the Sun Gohan Adolescence because, some of the cards that deck uses, it consists of having 10 cards on your field, on your discard pile or drop, however you want to call it. And it's going to be cards that, their effects has to be activated only if you have those 10 cards in your discard pile. So I could see this being played, maybe. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Because when it comes to blue, blue don't really change much. Blue has staple cards that just sticks to any leader that you actually come up with. So I don't really see that much of a change when it comes to blue. Yeah. Next up, and this is the last card that we have for the leaks, which is green, 5 cost, unlock ability is a Namekian planet Namek, so definitely support for Piccolo, which is interesting. Um, Activate on main, choose up to one of your battle cards in your battle area, and it gets 15,000 power for the turn. Then, if your life is at 1, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your life. This card is broken because you're basically doing what Zamasu does when he's at 1 or 2. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's at 2 that he takes the top card of your deck and put it into your life. This actually does a little bit more. So if you have 1, you can boost yourself up to 3, and that puts you away from the range of a double strike game. So that's definitely a good card, and it gives you 15,000 power. The only thing that I'm not liking about the card, it's a 5 cost. 5 costs a little bit too high, but if you really think about it, Piccolo effect. His effect, the 6 drop Piccolo, he could use any 5 cost Namekian. I think it specifies Namekian, but if it don't, just a 5 cost, and you could use it for free. So just imagine using the Piccolo, right? You have 1, using the Piccolo leader, activate this, putting the leader at 35. Then you summon a 6 drop, right? No, you summon a 6 drop first. Give the 6 drop. I think he gives the boost to the leader. I think it's like 15, right? And then you could free summon a 5 cost or less. You summon this. That puts the leader to like 50, 55, if I'm not mistaken. Then if that connects, he Piccolo can restand again, swing again, and you get to draw again. So just imagine that's a lot of power. But I just hope that they come out with more like battle cards for Piccolo because that's the only problem that Piccolo is having. That most of his strong effects is coming from extra cards. It needs battle cards. It needs battle cards to stay like within range of manipulating the board, controlling the board, like doing what they gotta do to do multiple swings, not just one swing at a time. So I could definitely see how this card could definitely help Piccolo a little boost. It won't be like one of the top leaders to use for green because I feel like Android 17 is still hands down number one. That goes crazy because that was a set 2 card, set 2 leader, and we're going into set 5 and it's still up there. That goes crazy. But yeah, this is definitely a good card to use. How probably a one off, not go crazy with it. One or two offs, maybe. It all depends on you know on what else do they have coming out for the support Piccolo. Because right now Piccolo is so like limited to the things that it could do that all you really want to do is um try to control board because a lot of once a leaders once you're facing a leader or a deck per se that is going to aggro, do not have but to get to 8 is going to be so hard, so very hard. So what Piccolo really needs right now is the support to get small bodies on the board, not extra cards, but like small bodies on the board to like eliminate um and put pressure on his opponent. So yeah. So back to so we already know a few cards that's coming out, right? Some of these leaks. Maybe we'll get another leak tonight, but my next time that I'll be streaming will be Wednesday. But I don't. That's not gonna be Dragon Ball. So Friday, I'll be doing like intro of the next set leaks that they drop, and then go into grinding on the Dragon Ball on the client and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys definitely enjoyed that leak. So going back to it, we have Daima Son Goku Mini Daima Leader for red. We have Pansy DA, we have the Glorio DA, and then we have Ibis DA for reds. Then we have this one yellow Lord Jaguar. So this is the biggest leak for yellow. So we already know what our second leader most likely is gonna be. 99% is gonna be Bio Brawley for yellow. Um, then we have one blue common, uncommon, and then we have the Piccolo support. So yeah, we didn't see much. It was balanced out between old sets and new set leaders support. Um, so yeah, that's definitely what we got so far. Hopefully you guys liked it, and then we can now get into the grind mode.